Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another video. Well, now recently, very recently, matter of fact, maybe like just like a few minutes ago, I put out a vote to see what y'all wanted me to see what type of video y'all wanted me to make. And so far, it's only gotten maybe like a few votes by now. However, and I know this is not and I know this and I know y'all didn't, because of that vote, y'all didn't expect it to come this soon, but in the interest of time and because of the fact that I thought up a good video idea in like 5 minutes after I put up that vote, and because of those two things, I'm making a video now. So, and it's kind of like a rant video because these things because the things I'm about to talk about are things I don't necessarily like. But and in the interest of that rant, it's also kind of like uh, an anime rant type thing, because you see, I'm kind of combining anime reviewing and rants in this situation. So without further ado, let's get on with it. Um, the first the first thing I dislike about anime in itself is the very fact that out of the ones I've seen, and it's kind of my fault because I look for stuff like this, is an anime with a puss protagonist. If the protagonist, like, it gets on my nerves because the protagonist of the anime is a absolute wuss. And this also translates into kind of number three, which I haven't gotten to yet, which is going to be about dense protagonists, but I'm not going to get further into that quite yet. The difference between a puss protagonist and a puss protagonist and a dense protagonist is a puss protagonist is afraid of everything. A puss protagonist is afraid to fight. A puss protagonist is afraid of females. A puss protagonist gets beat the fuck up in his own anime. I hate that. I'm like, please, can you show a little respect for yourself? Can you show a little respect for yourself? Can you at least try to fight back, or even step up to the challenges that are put before you? It gets on my nerves to see the main character of their own anime get beat the fuck up like they're a sack of meat. I'm like, I'm like, uh, and then most of them are guys. So that what's worse is the fact that most of them are guys. It's like a guy literally getting beaten up by another group of guys. A guy not even wanting to face his own problem, just gonna sit on his head like this. No, no, it gets on my nerves. So moving on to number two. What was number two? Give me a second, guys. What was number two? Hmm. It was a push protagonist. Um, I'm just gonna go on to dense protagonists. Do a little skip search here. Um, First of all, then you got the dense. Second of all, then you got the dense protagonist. Number two, the dense protagonist is kind of worse than the push protagonist, but only in terms of what's of the girls around him. Like typical, absolutely typical class absolutely typical case rather of dense protagonist is Ichiko Rimura. And I'm not even going to lie and give this man any good qualities, even though he has golden qualities. This man has so many good qualities, and yet his one bad quality extends to be the fact that he is super freaking dense. Ichiko Rimura and forgot the guy's name. I think it was Kurosaka. Kurosaka. I don't know, but this guy, I mean, like it was off of one anime. He was cursed by cats, and he had so many females around him, and yet he was still dense to the fact that they pretty much all liked him to some extent. To some extent. Now that I noticed this, guys, it might end up being four. But the third one, the third, my third trope that I really hate, kind of. I'm not even like this ties into four a little bit, but three, the third trope that I hate is the fact is the usual anime trope, the usual anime trope where the guy the guy comes where the protagonist comes back after winning a super hard battle, beat up and battered as fuck. Beat up and battered as fuck. He got cuts and tears. His clothes are barely existent. He got cuts and tears, bruises and black eyes, and his fucking weapon, if he has one, is broken as shit. He looked like he needed to go to the hospital for a week. He come back. He come back after beating the thing, weapon, object, enemy, person, whatever, after beating them with a smile on his face. He come back with a smile on his face. And then the girl, because there's usually a girl that comes with the protagonist. If you got a protagonist, it's usually a girl that hangs around him or her. But then you got the girl coming towards the protagonist, worried as hell, eyes like eyes blustering tears and shit. And 5 seconds after that, she slaps the shit out of him. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I want to kill it with fire. Um, she slaps the shit out of him, man. It's like, it's like, I mean, like, and then the only problem I have with three is the fact that I just came from saving an entire city. Like, I just came from saving an entire city, an entire nation, country, maybe even the world. I just came from saving an entire city, country, maybe even the world. I left knowing that I might lose. I left knowing that I might die. But I also knew that I was the only one who could do this. And so we had our argument, man. So we had our argument. I managed to win and get a chance to go save the world, which I did. And then and then my childhood friend and or best friend and or whatever female is by my side at the point in time slaps me in the face. I'm like, can you, like, I know you was worried. And look, and then the thing about it is, the first thing she says to me is, you idiot, why did you put yourself in danger like that? And so we're looking at the girl, I mean, we're looking at the girl like, what the fuck was that for? Cause like, here are my pet peeves about that. Here are my pet peeves about that trope. First of all, I saved everyone. I saved this entire city, this entire nation, this entire country, this entire world, depending on the nature of the anime. Depending on the nature of the anime, and you're gonna slap me in the face. You're gonna slap me in the face, and then my second pet peeve about that, you're gonna slap me in the face, and I came back to you with cuts and bruises, broken bones, probably gonna need bandages for like months and shit, and you gonna slap me in the face. And then my third and final trope, my third and final problem with this trope, I left knowing what I was getting myself into. I knew I could possibly die. Man, I I left knowing what I could get myself into. I left knowing I could possibly die. I was prepared to risk my life to save the only country, city, nation that I'd ever lived in, and you were okay with it until like two episodes ago. And, and you were okay with it until and you were okay with it maybe like two episodes ago. You send me you are the one who you are the one who you are the one who sent me on my way to fight this thing two episodes ago. And you're gonna slap me in the face? I'm like, and so and so like and then there's number and then there's number four. Hey, it looks like we are skipping number five. Um here's number four and the final trope that I hate. The final and most unnecessary trope that I really hate. I honestly like I pay no mind to it, but when it comes up, it irks me. It really irks me. Number four, this phrase. If you die, I'll never forgive you. This phrase is used so widely in anime. Like if this phrase is used so widely in anime to stop protagonists from doing their goddamn job. This phrase is used so widely in anime to stop protagonists from doing their job that it gets on my nerves. I'm like, if you die, I'll never forgive you. Bitch. Like, I'm like, if I die, you won't be able to forgive me. First of all, if I die, you won't be able to forgive me. Second of all, it won't matter if you do or don't. I'm fucking dead. And second of all, if you die, if I die, you'll never forgive me. First of all, I'll be dead. Second of all, why are you trying to stop me from doing my damn job? I am literally the only one. If like, if the plot calls for it, I am literally the only one who can stop this person, thing, alien, whatever creature I'm fighting against to save humanity right now. Um, I'm the only one who can beat it. So who cares if I die? Matter of fact, I came into this fight knowing I could die. I came into this fight knowing there's a 99% chance I will die. But I still did it. I still did it to save your ungrateful ass. That really gets it really irks me a little bit. I'm just like, if so if I die, you ain't gonna forgive me. First of all, you ain't gonna get the chance to. Second of all, I'm gonna be fucking dead. Third of all, I just saved your life. And fourth of all, I and fourth of all, depending on the nature of this anime, I just saved the entire world. Show some gratitude for the show some gratitude for the person that was willing to risk his life to save his woman. Matter of fact, the fifth reason that I hate the fifth reason that I hate that phrase is because 99% of the time 99% of the time, there is a woman that the protagonist is doing this for. That the protagonist is doing this for. I'm like, if I die, you'll never forgive me. Woman, I'm doing this for you. You don't get a say in anything. Yeah. Sorry about this, y'all. Looks like I am gonna skip number five. I kind of got a little too, invested in what I was doing, as you can see. But well, that's gonna be the video until, that's gonna be the video until like later today when I finish. Until like later today when all the votes come in and I make another video. Um, thank y'all for listening, and thank y'all for listening, and I hope thank y'all for listening, and I hope y'all like this video. If y'all do, like and share it. Like, if y'all do, like and share it and support me, get me out there a little bit more. Uh, thank y'all very much, and I'll be seeing y'all later today.